Press start to begin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Super Bonus Round. We're back with more AI, the Somnium Files. I'm your host, John Moogie Word Jam, joined as always with my girlfriend, Christine. And when we last left off, Oda's mom confessed to the murderer, but I don't believe it for a minute. It's... Okay. Why did you kidnap Iris?
My son is under that witch's spell. Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry.
So I chose to do the same.
I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him.
Why'd you take out her eye?
Because I just hated her so much. Killing her wasn't enough.
Why did you want to stream it online?
Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Well, damn, okay.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words. It's more like muscle memory.
You're lying.
I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all.
Where'd you get the camera and laptop?
I picked them out of the garbage.
Bullshit.
Horseshit.
Which garbage?
The garbage
I
store.
don't remember.
Oh,
It's true. I planned the whole thing.
Are you the one who stabbed your son?
Well,
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed him.
yes. I stabbed him with the knife I brought from home. I wasn't trying to hurt him.
What do you think stabbing does?
And then it just...
What do you know about the Cyclops killer? We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura.
That's right. Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out. Same as
Aiba
Iris.
probably set her up to say this.
This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person.
No. She probably wants
So this
to
person in
protect
the
him.
polar bear
The opposite.
costume. They are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them.
What was your motive?
Isn't Renju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch works? He's just as responsible, using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids. And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate. That man is the root of all evil. That's why I killed him.
Alright, ma'am, that's enough Tucker Carlson tonight for you. They're gonna be banning Fox News and us.
Well, I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder. I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't remember.
You conveniently remember all this, though.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular. There are circumstances that might cause selective memory.
Yes.
For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind.
Honestly, that happens to me.
This is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
Renju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
You are really starting to aggravate me.
Why, you gonna kill me?
I answered your questions, so there. I am not lying.
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I killed Shoko and Rinju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on. She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer! I am!
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right? Date.
Put her in. Yep. Time to bring it up again.
Computer, we're going to sync with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
Well,
What happened?
the sync machine isn't operating to capacity. Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
How long will it take to fix?
16 hours, at least.
You've got 8.
I just looked at the guide.
That's impossible.
Apparently, the route we're on is about to end.
Cool.
Because according to the guide, there's 6 days in this investigation. We're on day 5, but if you're on this route, there are only 5.
Oh.
So before you go home during this recording session, we might finish a route, and then when we pick up again, we'll go and get the other ones done, and then we'll get the real end of the game, and then we'll be done. So,
Hooray.
what better way to end your visit than getting this route done?
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is going nowhere.
Again, I didn't look at any info. I just saw the names. I'm like, wait a minute, why does it go to day 4 again? I'm like, oh.
we may be able to find some clues.
Good idea.
I let boss and Peter know.
Computer, we're counting on you for those repairs. I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Yeah, Computer is just that kind of guy,
His name
you
is
know?
Peter Cause Computer.
Hey, this is a hostile work environment.
Stupid
Why would Mayumi lie?
She is probably protecting someone.
But who?
Surely you know by now. There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
Oda, obviously. Wait, what?
It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
Yeah, I saw her follow him.
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
Impossible.
Why?
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
What?
Or even asked Ota to do it? Perhaps she ordered him to.
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat. She could have been driving.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar bear.
That was just a dream. It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality.
No, of course not.
In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
A performance?
Iris drove the Matsushida's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream.
Yeah, because they only know how to do that.
Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it. Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it. After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear costume and started the song.
Now that's what I was thinking would happen.
Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
I noticed that.
True.
So Oda, yeah, I was just thinking, like, would Oda just let the polar bear do that if he was already there?
Stay away from Tessa!
Perhaps Mayumi witnessed the entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes, but this is only a theory.
I'm not gonna finish that.
Please don't.
Consider the possibility
Knew where I
that
was
Iris
going,
killed
so
Shoko and Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself. It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory. It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and slayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive. Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
We can't rule anything out.
Back in the diner. Did we release her? So she's still there?
Ota? Why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her! Why?
Don't fix my glitter.
I can get that cursor away. I can just make that the thumbnail. There you go. Maybe. Why aren't you here?
When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed. I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital. That's why I'm here.
Alright, sorry about that, everybody. We had to take a
You
quick
asked
break.
me why your mom was arrested earlier, but but she isn't under arrest.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes. But as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying. So we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying! Mom didn't do it, she's innocent!
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way! Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that? I was fighting for my life against the criminal!
I'll just use the other one.
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
You... I'm telling you, I didn't!
Then why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has... dementia. Maybe her memory is just mixed up. Everything is my fault. It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good. You know Bloom Park is close by here, right? People who visited the park would stop here a lot. But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
The chemical plant accident?
Yeah. We're just barely outside of the restricted area, but... because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day. And he was a security guard and traffic cop at night. Mom worked as a janitor.
I'm sorry.
You may want to get a different mustache now.
Sleep.
And you?
That went out of
just a high
style
school
for a
student
very
at the time.
specific reason.
I was such a dumbass. I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC and Idol concert tickets. I had it good, but we were drowning in debt. And there's a loan on the house and the diner. Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up. So they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but right after I started, Dad...
Passed away?
Yeah, he had a heart attack. From overwork. But even then, I didn't get
One of my
it,
greatest
you know?
fears.
I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay, even when I told her I was going to drop out. Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow, a writer. Well, that's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You worked so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom. A writer has to put all of their time into their creativity. I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you. Do what makes you happy. You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it. And no matter what happens, Mom will always be on your side, okay? Forever and ever. I'll always support you, Ota.
You know, the heart attack thing with her father is a lot more fucked up now and sad. Because the voice of Mayumi, Police Sampler, died of a heart attack in real life.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, how'd you guess?
Yeah.
It was really just a few texts back and forth.
Yes.
But I was thrilled.
Oops.
I thought I could make it as a writer because of that. But it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer. I've never even finished writing a novel. Not even once. I always give up after the first 5,000 words. To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that. But Mom, she still kept supporting me.
Yeah, I think I've turned around on this guy.
Not long after I quit college, Mom was always
Say
smiling
what?
at me.
I think I've turned around on him.
But I think she was starting to slip mentally.
I still think it's weird that he's really close with this girl who just turned
Oh,
into
what's
adult.
wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, this is when he knew.
Oh,
This is when he knew.
right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry? You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oh, did you?
Oh,
Didn't know you could do
By
that,
the
but
way,
okay.
Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me! Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit. I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid, I didn't realize she was sick. I thought she was messing with me. I was so cruel to her for no reason. And she got worse and worse. Mom.
What's that picture?
I'll return the photo frame to me so I can see.
Looking at this photo reminds me. One time, when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad, and they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift. My mom was so happy that she cried. That's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
Hey, Aiba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit,
Yeah, that
but I can't
freaking
imagine that
blatantly
this
obvious.
guy's the criminal.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
Your presumption is illogical.
Human beings are logical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time. But we make up for it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
At times.
Hmm.
Aiba, let's go back to the cold storage warehouse. We might be missing something.
Understood.
So we're missing something at the warehouse. Well, the cops aren't there anymore, so we can probably find something.
No! All duty like, no.
Date, weren't you going to check the warehouse?
I was, but a thought occurred to me.
Never new information.
Car. But the car.
Aiba, who drove the van here?
There are two possibilities. Either Iris or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible. The van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
Other car.
It's almost certainly not her.
Aiba, are you sure that Ota took this car?
As I've already explained, the security cameras at the Famisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Why are you stating the obvious?
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse. But that doesn't prove she was actually at the scene. If she was, how did she get here? She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Of course, a different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night to Monday morning.
Aiba connected to the end system server and began her research. She got a result in no time.
Found one hit. A taxi.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
Oh,
At Lemniscate. Why?
I know where that is.
But we should speak with the driver immediately.
Ugh. Nope. You don't get it.
No, that's not fair.
We saw what you were doing. We've had enough of
Hey,
it.
got a minute?
Are you talking to moi?
Moi?
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
That's not what I'm distracted
Mind
by.
if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
There we go.
If this wasn't a Japanese-made game, I'd say that
I'm
this
with the
depiction is
police.
extremely
I have some questions
racist.
for you.
I have just finished conveying my client from Tameke Sano's studio.
I have that voice.
I was informed that the visit here would
It's-
be brief.
it's David
and
Lodge.
thus, I have decided to wait in this lobby.
Dumb question. Who's that again?
Gerald,
Oh. Which Gerald?
not The Witcher.
Okay.
Or let's say that.
Frumbles.
Yes.
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Oh, I did indeed. I remember her.
Frumbles
well.
Tress Homes.
The old hag.
Old hag.
Well, damn. All right.
I took her on a
You
tour
are
of the
not in a
streets
position to
of
be
Tokyo.
speaking about people about their looks.
Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Reported?
Didn't feel like it.
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi.
Well, what do you put on while you're driving people?
I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
And why do you talk like that?
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. My parents speak with the same vernacular. I recall it was around 10 in the evening. Near the Kabasaki
There is no
district,
reason
an unassuming
Xbox should
restaurant
still be using
named
double battery
Matsushita
controllers.
Diner.
None.
You don't
That's
charge
where I
it.
picked up the
No.
old hag.
PlayStation and Nintendo
And as
figured it out a
soon as she
long
stepped
time
foot
ago.
in my
Xbox never
conveyance,
did.
She was
Wow.
already barking orders at me. Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it
Don't
rather
have
exciting,
charging
just like an
port?
old chase
They
film.
do, but it doesn't.
I, of course, insisted
But they also
that
have
I
a-
paid up front.
Whatever, we're missing
We
the
pursued the van for roughly half an hour.
We're talking over a very
Suddenly,
important
the van
information.
came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Famisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that. In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van. So I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there, while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move. The old hag suddenly spoke up.
Wow.
I have to buy something, she declared, then made her way into the 8.
This must be when Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Koshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Oto was left behind at the Famisto.
Mayumi thought Oto was in the van the whole time.
Okay.
We then arrived at a splendid manor. The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view. We, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside. I estimate another 10 minutes passed. The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued. But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kawasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow. But I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came. But of course, we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout.
Oops. Wrong button.
Pushing all different sorts of buttons tonight, huh?
About 45 minutes later,
You're pushing mine,
the
poking me
date
like
had
that.
changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
How do you remember the time so well?
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station. I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor. Thus, I can approximate the time.
I see. Please continue.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street. And thus, we again made pursuit. I kept considerable distance. We had come so far, I did not want to get caught now. But my caution backfired. I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouses. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door and took off toward the warehouses. I waited for some time, but the old hag did not return. The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the decision to return home. I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment in advance.
I follow your story. I have one more question. Where is this manor the van stopped at?
Oh, every taxi driver in the city knows that residence. It is the personal home of Congressman
Bum.
Sejima? Why did the van go to So's house?
We need to speak with him immediately.
Agreed. Let's move.
Noise.
I think the game is all line with me. Is like,
There's
yeah,
no
it's
one
getting
here.
old after a while.
Indeed.
Are you doing that?
I don't see
No.
So or his bodyguards.
I do not detect them either.
It's too straight, and not
Let's go inside.
fluid.
Are you doing that?
He's gonna be dead. Someone's gonna be dead or missing.
Hey, Aiba. Do you smell something funny?
Is he in the
You
giant
are aware
urn
that I do not
that I saw
possess
when I
the sense
that
of smell,
we came
correct?
through?
Oh, right.
He's in there. No, the urn.
There's something strange about this vase.
Or vase. Sorry, my bad.
Ugh,
Well, it'll be an
Or
urn now.
vase.
It'll be,
this is definitely where the smell is
it'll
coming
be an urn
from.
now.
Is there something inside?
Maybe, but the opening is covered by a metal plate.
The lid is fixed with a bolt. It will not open easily.
Use your thermal. Use your thermal
Then,
thing.
as is standard procedure,
I know he's in there. So I can only guess. Yep. Oh.
Oh!
What the?
Well.
destroy the vase.
Got it.
He did. And all scrambled up in there. Huh? What? What? Ooh, why did you do that?
Oh my god!
Ooh,
So Tsujima?
I don't like this, honey.
God, that's no Phoenix Wright murder has ever been that
Ooh,
gruesome.
look at that.
And the Somnium Files has much more gruesome death scenes. Cut into pieces.
That is the head of Sosajima.
Like
Left
this
eye is
is-
hollowed out.
Of course.
This is most likely
What?
a crime committed by the new.
Do you have an estimated time of death?
Today, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon.
That's about when I was talking to Ota at Matsushita Diner.
At that time, Mayumi was in police custody and Iris was in the ICU of Central Hospital. They have not moved.
That means Ota, Mayumi, and Iris couldn't possibly have committed the crime. Assuming that this is the work of a single killer, those three can be eliminated from the list of suspects.
Ota, Mayumi, and Iris are not the new Cyclops killer.
Right.
God damn.
By the way, why is there no one in the mansion? No bodyguards, no housekeepers.
I do not know.
Does So have family?
Sosajima's wife died in labor 30 years ago, giving birth to their son. Their son is currently living abroad.
So lived here alone?
Do you find that suspicious?
No, just...
Date, a call from Pewter.
connect me.
Date, the sync machine is up and running. You can sync with Mayumi now.
Oh, thanks, Pewter. But there are more pressing matters now.
Did something happen?
Yeah, I found So Tsujima's body, with the left eye hollowed out.
What?
I'm at the Tsujima household. Send the investigation team over.
Why so?
I can answer your questions when I get back to Abyss.
Got it.
Date, what is your plan? Wait until crime scene investigation arrives?
No, there's something I need to do. If that taxi driver was telling the truth, Mayumi was at the warehouse yesterday. And we know the chocolate we found at the scene was hers. Maybe she saw something. Maybe she knows something we don't. Some kind of clue or information about the culprit.
Then,
Yeah, we're gonna sync with Mayumi.
Jesus.
Uh-huh. Yeah, can we leave?
I think the Yakuza did that. No, the Yakuza probably hacked them up with the eye thing. Probably the other guy.